Hey YouTube, and hello everybody there. I want to talk to you guys about this DNA and Book of Mormon stuff. And I'm from Finland, by the way, and I'm a Mormon, so obviously you're gonna get my bias now. But hey, everybody's biased to something, so only what the non-biased people have to do is get the biased and unbiased information and put it together and make their own opinion out of it. So I'll give you my opportunity now, my view of things, and so those people who are actually willing to learn things can try to re-evaluate their opinions concerning the DNA stuff and the Book of Mormon from what they hear from me now. Okay, everybody, I'm going to start with this claim that people say that some groups have made some amazing discovery now. Well, not very amazing, but still some people think it's amazing, that they've tried to test the Jewish DNA from modern Israel with the Amerindians, the natives of America, and they've seen no connection with their DNA. The American Indians have no connection with the Jewish people of Israel today, and so they conclude that the Book of Mormon must be false. That these people are not, like the Book of Mormon claims, they're not from America. Now, there's a lot of problems with this idea. And this LDS bishop, whose name I can't remember right now, I'm sorry for that, but he's working for the FBI, and he's one of the head guys in this DNA research department. And he's one of those who designed the model that they use in the U.S. courts, where they examine DNA evidences. So I guess this guy knows quite a bit about DNA stuff, and he wrote a long article about this, disproving any such claims, basically saying that you can't try to use DNA to prove such things. And so I refer to this guy. You just have to try to find him. Probably loads of LDS apologist websites are using his comments, so you should be able to find it from internet or from Google easily. But now I'm going to talk about farmer's logic, as we say in Finland. Farmer's logic means a logic that any unintellectual or uneducated person should be able to work out in his head with normal knowledge they have. And farmer's logic says also that this such approach to disprove Book of Mormon is so stupid, especially from evangelical point of view. And I'll give you my first argument for the evangelical point of view is that if the DNA disproves Book of Mormon, then he proves the Bible too. So why would these evangelists try to adapt the Muslim terrorist idea of suicide bombing? Because this is what they're doing. They're suicide bombing Bible with this claim as well, trying to sink the Mormon boat along with them. For example, if Adam and Eve lived 6,000 years ago, we should all be related to each other by DNA, at least in some way. But I still believe in the Bible, and I still believe in the story of Adam and Eve. I don't know everything about the story, how much of it is symbolical and how much of it is literally true. I don't care. I still know that Christ did come, and he is the Savior, and he did redeem us from the fall of Adam. So I don't know everything there is to it, but I still know that part. Now, let's see. Now starts the problems. The Book of Mormon people, they're not the Jews, as we understand Jews. Jews are one of the 12 tribes of Israel, the tribe of Judah. Now the Book of Mormon people were from the tribes of Ephraim and Manasseh, who are the sons of Joseph, who was sold into Egypt. So they're not even Jews. And but they were Jews only. They were referred to as Jews in the Book of Mormon only from their culture and religion. And that's what Judaism mainly is. It's traditions and religion, the culture of the people. Now, shortly after the Nephites and Lamanites left to Jerusalem, the Jews were sold into captivity in Babylon. They were destroyed in Jerusalem. And there they intermarried with the people in Babylon. And after that intermarrying and everything, they came back to Jerusalem again, 70 years later. And when that happened, Ezra, the high priest, he commanded the Jews who were married to foreign wives to leave their wives. So that's a biblical proof that the people had been intermarrying. And he wasn't too fond of the idea. He wanted them to divorce their wives. But yet they had many generations of intermarriage before Ezra. So their DNA started to kind of mix with the Babylonian ones. And then 600 years later, the Roman general Titus destroyed Jerusalem and massacred like 1 million Jews or something, flipping killed loads of them. That's a different story anyway. But when that happened, all the Jews were scattered amongst all the nations of the world. Jews went even as far as flipping China, man. They went everywhere. Jews been living in Iraq, in Africa, United States, even Scandinavia and Russia. Even the evil empire of Soviet Union had flipping Jews living there. Okay, so what is the conclusion? Flipping Jews' DNA got mixed with flipping Russians, probably Chinese, flipping Africans. There's even black African Jews came to Israel when Israel, the nation, was again formed by the UN, when the United Nations gave the permission to form the State of Israel. There are people flipping intermarrying South Americans, flipping all these different DNA pools, and then they all come together into Israel, in the land in the Palestine. All those DNAs mixing together. So how can somebody try to claim that people who lived 2,600 years ago, whose DNA has never been even got, so we can't really, compare to Lehi's DNA in the Book of Mormon. And then 2,600 years later, we have all these different flipping, every nation of the world has been mixed with the Jews already, and we have them in Israel mixing even more. And people try to take their DNA trace and compare it with the American Indians, whose DNA we don't even know, or if supposedly Lehi's DNA exists there, we don't know what it looks like. So this just doesn't make any sense, and is very childish even, I would say. So I'm just leaving my conclusion here that you can't really use DNA to disprove anything in the Book of Mormon. So, sorry dudes, but the DNA theory lacks everything. And these people who made this DNA test were not even DNA specialists or anything. They were just amateurs. And these people didn't even believe in the Bible either. So the evangelical ministries trying to disprove Mormonism should have asked these people what do they think about the Bible, because they would have told the same thing about the Bible that they said about the Book of Mormon. But still, double standards of these evangelicals never cease to amaze me, how they require certain things from the Book of Mormon, but then they don't require the same standard from the Bible. So I don't know, sorry guys, but still, the Book of Mormon still is true. I know that because I have my own personal testimony, and I'm not going to talk about it right now. I might talk about it later on, but not now. So if I ever see you guys trying to use the DNA argument again, at least give something new that has not been disproven, because everything else has been disproven also already. Otherwise, you're just dishonest and lie. And you don't want to be liars, do you? Spreading lies. So talk to you later, dudes. Nice for you. It was nice for you guys to listen to me.